Okay, so this is all about time to market. Now what we have to see how this time to market will affect the revenue of the company. Okay, so let us see. Last point is called as a delays can be costly. Okay, so rather than in July, if I launch my product in August or maybe October, what will happen? So the situation is very simple. That means the company has to face the revenue loss. Okay, because your product is not launched into the market, so they have to get the revenue loss. So that is what the problem with the delays or the delayed entry of your product in the market. Okay, so that's why time to market is a very demanding design matrix. Okay, so in this time to market, we have to just check 2 points. That is, if you launch your product on time, your company having the highest sales, and if the company having the highest sales, that means your company will get a maximum profit or revenue. Now in the second scenario here, if you enter into the market, okay, after some time, that is called as delayed entry of your product into the market. So this will causes a loss of your profit, okay, or called as a revenue. Getting? Then the question is how to find out the loss of your company due to the delayed market entry. Okay, that means I have delayed my product into the market by 1 week, 2 week, 3 week, 4 week, or 1 month, 2 month, 3 month. Okay, so how much loss my company has to face? Okay, so to find out this particular thing, so there is a simple model called as a simplified revenue model. Okay, so we have to develop one mathematical formula to find out the losses due to the delayed market entry of your embedded product. Okay, so to develop this particular simplified revenue model, okay, first you go through the graph again. It's very simple. Again, on x-axis we have the time in either months or weeks. Okay, on y-axis you have the revenues or profit in dollar. Okay, next here you have to define some variables. Okay, so here if you observe in the this particular graph, so this is nothing but a triangle. Okay, so this is nothing but a triangle. So there are two triangles. One is called as a on-time triangle and another is called as a delayed time triangle. That is, one is a bigger triangle and one is a smaller triangle. And there are some variables called as D, W, and 2W. Okay, so out of this 2W is called as a product life. Okay, you just observe product life is equal to 2W. So the maximum life of your product in the market is 2W. Okay, what do you mean by the product life? That means if you launch your product into the market, okay, the customer will purchase your product for at least 2W time. Okay, 2W time. So that is called as a product life. So on x-axis 0 to 2W is called as the product life. That means during which this particular time period the product can be purchased by your customers. Okay. Now another variable is called as the W. So W is called as a peak of the sale. Okay, that means at least half of the market window you have the maximum sales. Okay, you have the maximum or highest sales. That is called as if sales are highest, so you are getting the maximum revenues. Okay, so W is nothing but the peak, that is called as peak revenue or the peak time or peak sale. So, and this D is called as a delayed entry. Okay, so are you getting clear about this? 2W is a product life. W is called as the peak revenue. Okay, and D is called as the delayed entry of the product in the market by maybe number of weeks or maybe number of months. Okay, and there are two arrows shown if you observe in the slide. One is called as an on-time entry. That means if my product is launched on time at 0, okay, and another is called as a delayed entry, okay. That is, if I launch my product at delay of weeks equal to D. So D indicates that delayed entry of the product into the market, okay. After that, in the graph, you can observe this 45-degree angle shows the rise of the market. That is, from 0 to this, whatever the W value, that is peak, the market will rise in 45, okay, for half of the product life, okay. And after half of the product life, as a law of nature, it will again goes down. That is, it will decreases from highest to lowest, okay. So another 45 degrees shows the fall of the market, okay. Getting? Now the first triangle, that is this bigger triangle, is called as the revenue that is earned, okay, or revenue that is earned by the product if you launch it on the on time, okay. So this is called as an on time triangle, okay. On time triangle, that is bigger triangle, will give you the revenue, okay, if your product is launched on time in the market. Another triangle is called as a delayed time triangle, okay. So the smaller triangle, that is area of the smaller triangle, will give you the revenue, okay, due to the delayed entry of the market, okay. So now it's very simple. You have two areas. One is the area of the bigger triangle, second is the area of smaller triangle. The area of bigger triangle will give you the revenue that you earn if you launch your product on time in the market. Smaller triangle area will give you the again revenue, okay, if your product is delayed by some weeks or some months. Getting? So next point is, what should be the loss if I, that means if I launch my product on time and if I launch my product on delayed time, so what should be the loss, okay. So you have to calculate the loss of your product if you make the entry of your product, okay, in the market as late as possible, okay. So what should be the loss? So that loss we have to find out by using some simplified mathematical revenue model, okay. So here the loss is, how to calculate the loss? It's very simple. It is nothing but the difference between the on time and delayed triangle areas. That means if I subtract the smaller triangle, area of smaller triangle from the area of the bigger triangle, then whatever the value I will get, that is nothing but the loss. That means I have launched my product, okay, after some time, and because of this, rather than getting the maximum revenue, I have to face some particular percentage of loss, okay. So that you can calculate by using simple fundamentals, that is mathematical fundamentals, by subtracting the area of smaller triangle from the bigger triangle. Getting? So here time of market entry defines triangle, okay, representing the market penetration, okay. And all this triangle area equals the revenue. That is what I have explained. That is the first triangle, bigger triangle, represents the revenue that earned by the company, okay, if the product is launched on time. And smaller triangle will give you the idea about the revenue that you will get if you launch your product after some time, okay. Is it right? Is it okay? Is it okay? Are you with me? First of all, there are 23 students, okay, participants. Okay. You have to just request some time. Okay, it's a simple revenue model, and based upon this particular point, there is a theoretical question also, and there is a mathematical questions also. Okay. Okay, so everybody on the same page. So we go to the next point. Okay. Now just see, I have to just simply derive a simplified revenue model. That is a mathematical formula I have to find out. Okay, to find out the loss. Okay, due to the delayed market entry. That means if I delay the entry of my product into the market, so how much loss I have to face, so that I have to calculate. That is what the simple thing. And to calculate this, you have this graphical representation and also some mathematical representation also that you have to simplify. Okay, so now our main objective is to find out some mathematical formula that will give you the percentage loss, okay, if your product is delayed into the market. So that you have to find. So now you know the how to find out the area of the triangle. So the area of the triangle is given by, that is area equal to 1/2 base into height. Okay, so find out, so try to find out the area of the bigger triangle and the area of the smaller triangle. Getting? So first we will calculate the area of the bigger triangle. That is called as, this area of bigger triangle indicates that the product is launched on the time. Are you getting? First thing, the bigger triangle area indicates that the product or our embedded product is launched on time in the market. Okay, that is what indicated. Okay, someone has raised the hand. Is there any problem? Is there any problem? Mansi Barokar has raised the hands. So just unmute yourself, and if you have any problem, just tell me. Mostly Rutuja have joined. Okay, no sir. Okay, by mistake. So no problem. That is also good thing. At least you have raised the hands. Okay, so let us calculate the area of the bigger triangle and area of the smaller triangle. Okay, so let us find out the area of the bigger triangle. So in the slide I have shown that the on-time triangle area, okay, so that is called as the area of the bigger triangle, is equal to 1/2, okay, 1/2, okay, multiply by 2w. Just see what is the base for bigger triangle. It's a 0 to 2w. Okay, are you getting? The base is 0 to 2w for a bigger triangle. Multiply by w. What is w? That is height. What is height? W. So w indicates that peak of the triangle. So w indicates that the height, and 0 to 2w indicates the base. Okay, base of the triangle. So on area of the on-time triangle is given as 1/2 into 2w into w. That is 2w square. Okay, are you getting? So simple. Now next thing is to find out the area of the smaller triangle. So that is called as the area of the delayed triangle. Okay, so area of delayed triangle is equal to, just say again same, 1/2 multiply by, okay, upgrade now. Okay, there are 10 minutes only that is showing for the meeting. Okay, so if the meeting is interrupted, you can rejoin the same link. Okay, maybe after 10 minutes it will be it will leave the meeting, so try to rejoin again. So next thing is to find out the area of the smaller triangle, okay, which is given as 1/2 multiply by, now what is the base? Anybody? What is the base of smaller triangle? Base of smaller triangle is very simple. Just see, this is the first is 0 to w. So w minus d plus remaining w. Okay, so that is what given as 1/2 multiply by w minus d plus d. So that is what the base of the smaller triangle, multiply by the height. Okay, now what is the height of smaller triangle? It's very simple again. That is w is the height of larger or bigger triangle minus d. Okay, so that is w minus d. So that will give you the height of smaller triangle. Okay, so next is okay, Priyanka has raised the hand. Now whether it is by mistake or okay, if you have any questions, okay, just unmute yourself and you can interrupt me, no problem. So we have calculated the area of that is on-time triangle and that is delay time triangle. Okay. Now next point is to find out the formula to find out the percentage revenue loss. So the percentage revenue loss is given as a equal to on time minus delayed time triangle area divided by on time triangle area multiplied by 100. Okay. So you have to just do some calculation or simplification. Okay. You try to do it on yourself. So here I have found out the formula directly. Okay. Try to put the these two values. Okay. On time, what is the value for on time triangle area? That is 1 by 2 into 2w into w minus delayed time, that is 1 by 2 w minus d plus w multiplied by w minus d. Okay. And divided by on time, that is again 1 by 2 2w into w multiplied by 100. So if you simplify it, okay, so you will get this formula called as a d in bracket 3w minus d divided by 2w square multiplied by 100. Okay. Are you getting? So it's simply the simplification process. Find out the area of both the triangles. Okay. And this minus or subtract your delayed time triangle from the on time triangle area. Okay. You will get the percentage revenue loss formula. Okay. So this is how to find out the percentage revenue loss. Now we'll see some examples based on this. Okay. So we'll see what is the impact of the time to market, okay, on the revenue, first of all. So let us take one first example. Let the lifetime of the product is 52 weeks. Okay. Now what is the lifetime of the product, which is equal to 2w. So 2w, that means 0 to 2w is the lifetime of the product. So 2w is equal to 52 weeks. That means that the life of your product is 52 weeks in the market. And now you have delayed the entry of your product, okay, in the market by 4 weeks. Okay. That means you are getting late by 4 weeks into the market. Okay. So how much loss you have to face or your company has to face, that can be calculated by using this simple revenue model that is given by this percentage revenue loss formula. Okay. So if you put the values, just see, if you put these values, that is 2w is equal to 52, okay, into, just see here, that is given, that is put the value of d. Now what is the value of w here? W ची value किती आहे इथं? What is the value of w? W is equal to, what is the value of w? W is equal to 26. It's very simple. That is, yes, 26. So w is equal to 52 by 2. So you put the value of w 26 into this formula. Okay. So you are getting w, okay, which is a 26. Now what is remaining variable is? Remaining variable is d. Okay. So what is the value of d? What is the value of d? D is nothing but the delay in the market by number of weeks. So how much D is given? The D is given 4. Okay, so correct. So here W is given, which is a 52 by 2, it's a 26, and D equal to 4. So only put these two variable into this formula. Okay, D 3w minus w divided by 2w square. Okay, so if you calculate this value, so this value becomes something about 22%. Okay. So what is the meaning of this? The meaning of this is that if your product is delayed by only 4 weeks, just see, only 4 weeks in the market, your company has to face the revenue loss of 22%. Are you getting? This is what the objective of this particular point or lecture. Okay. So it shows that the importance of the time to market. That means if you miss the launch of your product in the market on time, okay, so you have to face the revenue loss. Okay, so how much loss it will face? At least only for 4 weeks. If your product is delayed, your company has to face a revenue loss of 22%. Are you getting? Now we take the next example. Now you calculate. Now let the second example. Here the lifetime of product is again same. 2W is equal to 52 weeks. Okay, and the product is delayed by 10 weeks. Okay, in the first example, product is delayed by 4 weeks. In second example, the product is delayed by 10 weeks. Okay, now what is W? W is equal to 52 by 2, 26. Now what is D? D is equal to 10 weeks. Okay, and now if you put these two value into the percentage revenue loss formula, you will get the result, which is a 50%. Okay, so now what is the conclusion from this second example? So the conclusion from the second example is that if your product is delayed by at least 10 weeks, the company has to face the revenue loss of 50%. Okay, which is a very bad thing regarding the revenue. So if the company has no revenue, okay, then the salaries of all the employees also get affected. Getting? So everybody will get affected by the time to market design criteria. So that's why time to market is one of the most important design metric that you have to achieve. Otherwise, there is no any advantage of doing all the hard work. Okay, so these two examples shows that if your product is delayed, okay, by some weeks or some months, okay, the company has to face the maximum revenue loss. Okay, just see, it's only for 10 weeks. Total product life is 52 weeks, but only for 10 weeks it has to face a revenue loss of 50%. Now if you go for 20 weeks, then maybe it has to face a revenue loss of maybe 70 or 75%. Okay, so all these examples shows the importance of time to market. That means you have to satisfy all the design metrics, but out of this, the time to market design metrics having the highest importance. Okay, because of this. Okay, because of revenue. Otherwise, if you delay the entry of your product into the market, the percentage revenue loss will be increased. Getting? So this is what the objective of all these slides, to show the importance of the time to market